Hey everyone, so I am like 4 minutes early because I am bad at waiting. But hey, we're live. This is the first time back on streaming a game in some time now. But I did recently get myself an RTX 3080 Ti. Don't ask me how. It was magical and somehow was available, so I managed to get one. And I felt like it would be a crime if I didn't at least stream or do something with it. So here we are. I'm going to go ahead and kick off today's stream, or the new streams, I should say, with some Dyson Sphere Program. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get a new game going. They've done some updates since I last played it, so we're going to kind of see what's going on here. Let's see. So that's a nice big view. Hey Z, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So let's see. I don't really know what all the different kind of stars and whatnot do. When I played last time, I only got to a few. Looks like stars are maxed out. Resource multiplier 1. Okay, so I'm going to go and keep the resource multiplier at 1, which means it's going to be harder to get resources instead of, like, I don't know, infinite. Ooh. Instead of making it infinite, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it at 1, so it's going to force me to go around and get more resources from other stars. Hopefully I don't run out of resources at some point, but with this nice big area, I'm sure I'll be fine. So, does it let me pick where I want to start at? That's the question. Oh, there you go. Now it stopped spinning. So that's kind of the center of this little star cluster here. Let's see. What's the red giant? I don't know what would be around that. Nope, I can click, but oh, cannot change start system. Okay, right there. So, alright, let's go ahead and just kick it off and see what happens. See what we got here. Alright, so we are just doing our nice little pretty flyby here. We go to the planet.
Welcome to the actual universe. You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
Alright. I might need to turn down the game music a little bit or something along those lines. It does sound a little loud. But, yeah.
Everything here is yours. As one of Cosmo and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere Program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
So it looks like we're starting off at 36 Trianguli 2. Interesting name. Oh, I don't think I can... Oh, I can control it. Okay, cool. So I can go and control it. If super quiet on your end. Am I quiet or is the game itself quiet?
To reach the designated planet.
I may just turn up everything a little bit then. Yeah, it does look like the game audio is pretty quiet there. So let me volume down here for me, and then I'll just turn it up for you guys. Alright, there we go, we landed, and let's go ahead, settings, audio. You can see I have most of it turned down pretty far. Sound effects, let's jump those up to 40, if it'll let me kick. There we go. Ambient sound effects, we'll go and just bring that up to about 30. And music will bring that up to 30 as well. Okay, so I'm loud and clear. The game is quiet. So let's go and max that out. And that should go ahead and take care of the sound there, hopefully.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
They call it creating miracles, but really I'm just harvesting all the planets. So I have played this before, and I have beat it.
Right-click on it to recycle.
I'm going to recycle that. And I have beat it before, which essentially is just you get to the final
You can use the
magic cube thing. I don't remember what they're called.
Trees, gravel, etc.
Let's see.
Meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
The matrices. Those are what I got to.
You
So
receive
the
several
last game I
items
had
from
everything I
the
could
space
researched. So I guess
The
that's a
inventory
win.
button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabinet to view them.
Oop. There we go. Alright, so those are my resources at the moment. Nothing too fancy. Let's get some more fuel here for the mecha, because we're going to run out before too
You can
long.
hold down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view, or slide the mouse wheel to zoom
No
in.
change in game sounds, but it's not an issue for you. Really? I didn't change the game sound? Okay. That's odd. Let's up that a little more then. We're gonna just put everything up to 70. Yeah, I'm not noticing a sound difference on my end either. That's odd. It did take the setting change, right? Yep, everything's set. Apply. That's odd. So hopefully there's some sound. It's not just me talking.
Yet you have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research.
Oh,
Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree and activate a research.
there we go. So we'll go ahead and activate that, which means I'm gonna have to craft 10 of those guys, which means I'm gonna need some copper and some iron. And the game does start off pretty slow. I mean, you're just doing some basic gathering and everything. Let's see, construction. So if I'm gonna need 10 of those, that means I'm only gonna need 5 ingots. So let's go ahead and just do that for now. I forgot I can gather while crafting. That's always nice. Okay. Go get ourselves some iron. And what I should go ahead and do for right now is get the mecha some more power. Or I'm just going to be walking around super slow. I don't want to use these guys yet. They're the hydrogen fuel rods. They're a lot more powerful, but I really don't want to use them up before I have to. Alright, so for that, those. Alright, so we're going to need some of those. Let's go ahead. So one of the cool things about this is you can say I want 10 of these. Go and click up, it goes up to 10. Hit produce, and it'll start off with the base materials that you don't have created yet, and then go and craft the end item. So that's always kind of handy there. Tutorial guy is whispering enough sound to know he's talking, but oh, that's so weird. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, how's that? Did that turn it up at all? Is it a little better there? It's gonna stop collecting for now. Oh, and you can see it's using those up to research. There we go. So now we're gonna want to make a whole bunch of the wind turbines as well. We're gonna need that power.
You have created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory,
Let's see.
or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it.
Gotta find a nice open area for those turbines as well. It worked? Okay, good. So at least we got some sound now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the wind turbine up here for now. No, we're gonna have to put it close to the gatherers, so we don't have to create extra stuff. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and toss that down right here. You can always pick the items up later, and you don't lose any of the resources, so that's always handy. Nope, crafting that up.
Wind turbine. You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla tower to extend the area of the power grid.
I'm just trying to make sure I get all of those.
You can use the R key to
One.
rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the shift key.
Trying to get them all at once. There we go, got them. Perfect. Right, and we got to extend this out over this way. There we go. So
One
now
of your production facilities
it's
is not
going.
powered. You need to keep it within the power coverage area and supply it with power facilities in order to maintain its normal works.
That's only getting 71% of the power it needs.
You have done building the first power transmission facility, Tesla Tower. It can carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid. Click on it to view the current power grid information.
So we're going to go ahead and get some more of those crafted up because we need power. And that'll show you just how much, like, the wind strength, how many kilowatts it's providing. Power load, 8%. Oh, that's because this just stopped. It already produces max amount. Grab some of those out of there. And let's go ahead and also get another one of these guys crafted up. So we can start getting the copper as well. And then we're going to need to get rocks as well here shortly. So those are over there. And let's move on over here. Nothing's crafted yet. So again, like the beginning of the game is pretty slow here. There's not a whole lot going on. You're mostly just waiting for everything to work its way through. Let's see. So we're going to need some of these guys coming up here. Let's unlock that. That's going to unlock those. That's going to unlock that. Okay, so we're kind of seeing what we can do, what we can research right now. Which isn't a whole lot yet, which is fine. So, I want to get some basic logistics going. That way I have the conveyors going, start getting those crafted up, storage, and the transfer, or the sorters as well. So, oh, that's still crafting all those now. So in order to make that, we need 10 circuits and 10 gears. Which means we probably don't have enough resources for that at the moment. I'm going to walk on over here and get some more copper. And let's see if we have what we need. Oh yeah, we have plenty for that. Okay. So we'll get 10 of those crafted up, and then we will get... Oh, we have plenty. Perfect. Get 10 of those crafted up. Okay, and let's go ahead and save our power now by not doing that when we can go ahead and set down one of these guys. Alright, so there's a lot more copper than there is iron right now. There's no way I'm going to be able to get all of that in one machine. I'll do what I can to get as much as I can. Let's see if I can turn that a little more to try to get all of those. There you go. So we're only missing 2 out of that. And now, let's go ahead and place some more of these guys down here. Place them as close as we can so we conserve as much space as we can. That's in water. There we go. And I do want to try to conserve all the resources I can and not just destroy them by placing stuff on top of them, since we don't have infinite resources. Even though we probably don't have to go that crazy with it. Alright, basic logistics are done.
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt, which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
There we go. Got some power down. Now we can go and get some other stuff going here. We do need some more Tesla towers. We'll go ahead and just make all 4 of those for right now. Let's see once they craft that is. And let's look at our next one we want to do here. So these are going to be important as well. Let's go and get those going. Upgrades. Oh, that's right. We can do the upgrades as well. Alright. So we can't really do any of these quite yet. Oh, we can do that actually. And that gives me more core energy. So let's go ahead and get that queued up as well. And I think you can queue up 10 research at a time, I believe. So while one finishes, the next one kicks right in, as long as you have everything you need for it. Right, and let's grab this guy here. And power that up. Alright, we'll wait till that gets a little more in there, and then we'll go ahead, gather it, and get our other stuff going. We actually have all those we need. Oh, I guess we created too many the first time, but that's fine. Right, let's come over here and get the iron out of this guy. There we go. Now we need to craft. Let's just craft another 10 of these guys. Then we're going to go and craft 10 of these. And 10 of these, since that's what the next one needs. And I haven't really done a good job of like showing everything off yet, but you can see we're on a planet. The bright stars you can see are ones we can actually travel to in our cluster. You see there's all those there. The sun is rising somewhere. Oh, and there's the planet we're orbiting right there. It's a gas giant. We'll be able to collect stuff like hydrogen and everything from that, so that's pretty cool. Oh, my core is going to be depleted soon, which is a problem. Let's see. Let's toss some more fuel in here. And we can go and close out all these. There we go. Oh, I need 10 more of each of those. Okay. Craft me up 10 and another 10 of those. There we go. So we're getting everything unlocked now. And let's go back into the research tree. Oops. Research tree. Go into technologies. Let's go ahead and get the basic assemblers going. Fluid storage. We can't do yet. Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. So the next one we have to do after that is going to go ahead and be the electromagnetic matrix, which will be interesting. We'll get a bunch of those up and running and being crafted up. And then after that, we'll start looking at the other ones, which probably need... We'll need one of these, because that'll help me charge up my my bot, instead of like just tossing stuff in there. Oh, there we go. So I got 40 megajoules max core energy, so that kind of boosted me up a little bit. Alright. Now, let's craft up 10 of those, and that makes 2 out of every one, so we only need to craft 5. That also means we need more iron. Craft up 5 of those. And there is no recycling of items yet, I believe. So if you craft something, you're kind of stuck with it. And what ends up happening with me is I end up basically having like massive storages set up for all the stuff I don't use or don't need, which is obviously a waste. So just don't overcraft things unless you want to just have storage everywhere. And while we're sitting here waiting, let's go ahead and gather up some of the trees. And rocks. Gather up all the rocks. Occasionally you get titanium by pulling up those. Oh, I am out of power. Okay. So let's go ahead and toss those in there. And you also get the organic crystals from the trees occasionally as well. Right. And how much power do we have there? Okay, so we're generating 2.4 megawatts. We're only using 48 kilowatts, so that's good. So what I want to do right now is look at what we need. We need a whole bunch of these guys, which means we need a whole bunch. We need more circuit boards. we look at the crafting process here for the items. Let's see, what do we need there? So let's see, let's go ahead and get these guys created. We need like 10 of those. So we're going to need to grab some more materials. Looks like we're out of all the primaries there. Or just iron mostly. Pull that out. And these things, you use so many of these, you never have to worry about crafting too many of those. The last world, or last universe I did, probably had 1,000 of them easily. So let's get those crafting up. We're going to need some of these, which means I need more iron. And, okay, so I have rocks I can craft into those. Let's pull that up. And these, we're going to want tons of these. Like, I think I had about 100 of those in the last game. At least 100 of them. Probably more. And you can see I have a crazy queue going right now for everything as well. Having 2 at the moment will be fine for that. Let's see. Let's go and place these guys right here. And there's supposed to be a
Built
way...
a smelter, which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper
Craft
ingots
multiples.
automatically, while you want to make the raw materials and
Oh,
products...
it looks like you just messaged me right as I was doing that. Yep, I'm setting up to automate everything now.
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it. In addition, use the up arrow key to lift up one level, and use the down arrow key to drop down one level after the conveyor belt is lifted. Press keypad 0 to reset the construction height of the conveyor belt to
There
the
we go.
ground.
And now we just need to
If
get
you
the
don't
power
want
lines over
conveyor
here.
belt to be attached to the build, you can try holding down the shift key.
There we go. So now all those are
The
powered.
sorter is a transportation connector.
And now we just have to start crafting.
facilities. It will automatically transport them as long as the supply
Hold mouse
facility
and
the
drag.
receiving facility are
Is that how they do it now? I know it was a recent update, but I
After
wasn't sure how
selecting
they
the
had.
recipe, you can
put
use
it
the
into
less than
use.
key to copy the recipe,
Yep.
and the greater than key to paste
And
the
welcome to the
next
channel.
building
I
needs
have
to
no
set
idea
the
how to
same
read your
recipe.
name, unfortunately, but I appreciate you being here and chatting. And in order to conserve space, the other thing you can do here is put the right on this side as well. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's cool.
You
I don't have
a
enough of them
building
to do
without
it,
recipe
but
set. Please set the recipe you want.
that'll
After
work.
selecting the recipe,
Right.
you can use the less than key to copy the recipe.
And we're going to have to
the
craft
greater
up a
than
bunch of these
to paste
guys.
the next building that needs to set the same
So,
recipe.
for those, I need a lot. Let's grab some materials out of here now. I'll be using plenty of those. You can build 15 at a time. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is a big help over having to do like every single thing individually. Right, and let's go over here and get some more copper. I also need to craft up some more of these guys, which I don't have the materials for yet. Yep. So now everything's just kind of crafty and we get to kind of just stand around for a moment here. But we're going to go gather some more resources so we can keep our power running. Okay, gathering minerals too. Make sure we get the power continuing to flow. Put those in there. Alright. And let's see how that's flowing. Alright, so we're getting there. Let's craft up a couple of these guys too. Just craft all we can. There we go. So it looks like we may have capped out our production on this already. Let's see. Yep, so essentially we've capped out what we can do here with production. So we're not going to be able to really get any more machines off of there. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and place these guys somewhere where there's plenty of room and kind of out of the way. And for now, that's right over here. So let's just go right there centered and stack them.
Matrix Lab. You can use it to make super matrices or research technologies that require them to unlock. The super matrices are the source code of the center brain for maintaining the home world. You can upload as many super matrices to the center brain as possible. You can be benefit to unlock more actual world technologies by operating the home world simultaneously.
There we go. So now, in order to make these, we need a whole bunch of the magnetic coils and a whole bunch of circuit boards, which means we got to start setting up our production for those. I believe it takes one of each. Yep, one of each. So we just want to balance it out so we have an even number of both being produced. Which means we're going to need more of those too. So let's set this guy down over here, probably. Let's see, what do we got going here? Oh, we need a bunch more of those too. So we don't have enough materials, which means we need a lot more everything. That. Grab that. We also need to see how our power is doing. And we're almost maxed out already, so we're going to have to get some more power generators up and going. For now, let's go make about 20 more of those. And we're going to need more of those, so let's craft up all those. Alright. Yep. Very much short of materials. The other thing I like to do is just automate all the conveyors and all the sorters. That way, anytime I need them, they're already ready to go. Because you go through a lot of them, no matter what you do. What is that producing? That's producing about 180 a minute. You're making 60 a minute. I think that's a 1-to-1 ratio. So yeah. That's going to use up all that resources there. And what else do I have here? Alright, so we're crafting up those, and then we're getting over to all of our conveyors, which is what we need more than anything at the moment. We're going to go over here and start setting up for the copper, though. I don't know if you can see this, but there's kind of like a circle. It's just like right around there where I'm looking at. Just kind of highlights everything. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and set up the automation over here as well. And clear out some space here. Alright. And then we'll go ahead and do it if my character stops moving. Set that up going right here. So there we go. That's nice and handy. Alright. We can make those. That is probably more than we need for this vein here. But that's fine. Let's get this up and running. And eventually you can actually research stuff to get more resources out of these as well. Alright, there we go. We're making some more of these now. And we are short on copper. So I can go and grab that out of there. And then have it craft all those up for me. Oh, we can make 100 of those now. Let's get those going. And by the way, you don't need to clear out the trees for ability. You can still get some resources. Oh, do you really? Okay, I thought they just vanished. So that works then. I like that the developers are working hard and making sure that like all the stuff that's like, you know, useful for players is getting put into the game to make things much more usable for us in the long run. Just gonna do that there, and then can go over there, and let's go ahead and get those being crafted up. And how do they... Okay, there's copy. I gotta remember what the paste is. I think it's just Control V. Oops. That did not do it. Then I know there's a way to copy them over. I will have to look into that later. Oh wait, does it tell me what the shortcut is? The less than sign. There we go. Alright, so these are getting crafted up now. And let's go ahead and kind of kick them back going this way into a storage. And let's craft a storage. Not enough items. Okay, what are we missing to craft that? Oh, we just don't have any crafted. Okay. 4 of those for now. There we go.
You can now click the planet thumbnail button in the lower left corner of the screen, or press the M key to try the planet view
There
mode.
you go. Here's the planet view mode. You can see it's nothing
In
too
the planet
crazy.
view mode,
Nothing too
you can
huge,
hold down
but
the middle
it's
mouse
enough.
button drag, rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button. Drag to roll the
And then
angle of
zoom
view.
out.
Press N
You
key
can see
to
what
point
kind
to
of
the
solar
front to
system
the
we have
north.
going on here, which is just a 3-planet system and 1 moon. If you zoom out more, you can see all these stars in our cluster here. And we can't actually look at them, I don't think, can we? We can view the star itself, but we can't see what's in the system until we're actually there, which is fine. Also copy sorters for you. Oh, nice. I wasn't aware of that. Alright. And let's go ahead and place this guy right here.
You built a storage, which can be used to store cargo. You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo.
And let's craft up a bunch of these guys now. Oh, I can only make 1. That's fine. We only need 1. There we go. And now, we got resources pumping out. And let's go and do the same thing over here as well, just so those continue to produce. Put this right there, so it's going to transfer directly into it. Oh, too close, okay. And I gotta remember how to pick that up. There's a button here. Expand to facility, there we go. There we go. So I'll transfer directly into there. And get those going over here now. There we go. Get a storage right here. And there we go. So now it's going to continue to produce everything for us, but I'm going to make it easier and just click those out of there. Same with that. There we go. And now we are definitely not fully satisfying our power need, so we're going to need some more wind turbines. Wind turbines don't provide a whole lot of power, but they also don't use any resources, so I kind of like them for that purpose. Some of the planets in here have a lot of atmosphere and they're very windy. So you sit there and just drop those down on there, and that's all the power you need for that planet. But then you end up dropping like 100, 200 of them. But hey, if you're not using resources, you're not using resources. So it's definitely a power saver. Alright, it's about to be crafted up. And it looks like it may not be keeping up over here. Pull those out of there. You can see everything flashing yellow now because there's not enough power to go around. And what we're going to do is go ahead and do that as well until we get the faster sorters. That at least helps us make sure we're putting everything in there that we need. Oh, and I just saw you wrote that as well. Yeah, I'll usually put a whole bunch on there just to kind of force them in there faster. So now, let's go ahead and get our wind turbines down. Yep. I wonder if it'll work if I do it. Yep, there we go. It gives me the absolute closest they can get. Excellent. That's there. Okay. Let's go up here. That. Okay, apparently if you don't have enough for it, it doesn't let you do it. That's weird. Alright, let's try that again. Like that. And there we go. And now we are fully satisfying our current needs, but eventually that'll go down as well. You can see it's jumping around pretty erratically there. If you think about it though, 5 megawatts is not a small amount of power. Use some pretty efficient wind turbines. Alright, so the next step is going to be automating, let's see, what do we need? We need circuit boards and we need the magnetic, what do they call them? What does it say? Magnetic coils and circuit boards. So let's go and start with the coils. And the coils need 1 copper to 2 metal, or 2 magnets. So we may not be making enough of those at the moment either. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is get that guy there, and that's not let me put it down. Alright. And we'll go ahead and get the transfer set up for that as well. And then let's just do that and see if it'll let me work that out. There we go, perfect. So basically these are going to kind of run dry. They're not going to have all the resources they need. But if this fills up, it means that those will get more resources on that side. So it's not really much of an issue. You can already see that this is filling up pretty quick. They can't even actually empty out all their inventories yet. Yeah, so we're fine there. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Alright, let's go ahead and set these guys over here for now. Set you right there. You're going to craft me these guys. So... oh, we're going to need a lot more of these. Let's go and craft them on up. We got to automate those at some point as well. And you can set automatic storage for each storage. What do you mean by automate the storage for them? That like that. And we'll go ahead and get another one of those crafted up. So for some items, you can store only a small amount of it. Oh, that's right. You can do that. You can choose that it only like stores half the inventory or something. I totally forgot you can do that. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna start sending those that way. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this going this way now. That shouldn't be too close. Alright, let's do that. The further in the game you get more of the little flying drone dudes too, so that always helps. And they do also speed up too, because right now they are very slow. And the other thing we can do is kind of just that as well. Now it'll feed them over this way and fill that up. I don't know. Yeah, you don't have to wait on sorters necessarily either. So we can actually grab one of those out of there. There we go. Alright, now we can provide power over here. We're going to need more power lines, power poles, whatever they are. And let's go ahead and route this over here as well. Like that. And I'm running out of power again, so let's put those in there. It does that weird thing where instead of going like into the slot here, it tries to go around to the side. I don't know why it does that, but I'm sure they'll fix that at some point. There we go. And power line, let's drop that right there. And then this guy right there. Okay, the next thing we need is some circuit boards. And for the circuit boards, let's go ahead and put these right here. And then we're going to need the iron plates, or iron ingots, and copper ingots as well for that. So let's grab this. And just kind of go over here, here. I know it's kind of a roundabout way to do that. We could have just gone straight through here and saved us a little bit of space, but I want to try to keep the lines close to each other for now at least. And then we're also going to go ahead. What? Oh, not enough of the items. Oh. So let's craft up 10 more of those, which gives us 30 actually. There we go. That right there. Oh, no, no, that's not what we want. That is not what we want. We want that over here. There we go. And then over here. There we go. Oh, there's no power to that, so let's go ahead and drop another one of these right there. Can I craft? No, I cannot. Okay. Over here. I'm definitely running low on power. go. Connect these on in now. Alright. And then we'll go ahead and have these exit out over here. Like that. Now we just gotta wait for those to craft. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and start producing these wonderful matrices. The electromagnetic matrix, and we need tons and tons of these. Probably 1 million of them. I'm not even exaggerating, for the course of all the research. So, the next step is actually to craft up some more of these. And we're just going to hit 10. We're going to craft up all 10 of those right now. Because once again, we will need those eventually somewhere at some point. So I'm not worried about overcrafting on that. And it looks like that is feeling too slow. So let's do that. I'll fill it up a little faster. There we go. And that still hasn't fed up to the top one yet. The middle one, however, is crafting up, so we're good there. And at some point I may need to wrap these around to the side or through here, so I can go ahead and get all the magnetic coils in as well. And we are definitely low on power again. Just about. So, do I have any more of those? I do not. Let's craft up more of these guys once we're done with that. But for now, what we can do is take those, and... oh, there we go. So the way this works is it siphons the items from the bottom, filling that first, so it starts crafting first here. Once that gets full, it moves up to the second tier. Once that gets full, it goes up to the third tier. Now, if I pull the items out of the first one, like that, you see it automatically fills it with 5, and that's because the ones above it are still crafting and then sort on downward. So that's giving me plenty to use to go ahead and get some research going. So we're unlocking that one now. Let's queue up the motors next. Get liquid storage there. And then let's go to the upgrades, see about getting some upgrades going. That only takes 10, we'll go and go for that. Mecha core, we have that researched. The frame, we're not going to do that right now because we don't have 60 motors laying around. Inventory capacity, we don't have any of those crafted up. Construction drones would be nice to have another one of those. So let's go get one of those. Ooh, we need coal, we need energetic graphite, and we need logs. I don't think I can craft up that yet, though. Alright, drone engine. And okay. So essentially, we're going to go ahead and just queue up all the technologies we want for now. And let them just start filling in. Oh, there's a Mark II logistics. We're going to need steel. We'll need the... oh, and we're full. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 technologies at a time we can queue up. Pull those out of there. There we go. And what I'm going to go ahead and do now, like I said, I'm going to wrap this around here real quick. Just make sure we have enough being input in. Like that. Have that go into there. And let's get the storage right here. And there we go. That'll start filling that up. High efficiency plasma coil. Alright. Now with that done, let's go ahead and figure out where these guys are. And if I cannot stack any higher. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. And this is going to be researching. So we'll go ahead and set up the transfer over to that. And that'll be fine there. And then we need power over here as well. Let's link that together. So now all the, what do they call them? The electromagnetic matrix will transfer from the crafter to the storage to the researcher. And it'll start researching for us now. And it'll do that all automatically. Although it's transferring rather slow, so let's go ahead and kick that up a notch here. Like that. Okay, that gets 2 of those in there. Then I need to craft up some more of these. And I do not have the materials for that. So let's grab them off of here for now. Which is handy, you can pull them right off the conveyor belts too, which really helps. And let's go ahead and then craft up those guys. We make 12 total. Yep, we got that done. Alright, so that'll go ahead and fill that up as it can. And there we go, so it's filling up all the way to the top, and that'll just keep on researching for us. What is our power like, though? So we're definitely not satisfying our full power requirement. So we're going to go ahead and get the other windmills set up. Wind turbines, sorry. Wind turbine. Yep. I try to make sure I keep those as even as I can. And there we go. We'll get those ones going. See how fast that's researching now? That's just kicking it off really smoothly. And there's another research done. So let's go ahead and queue up some more for us.
You have unlocked the universe exploration. Now you can click the details display button in the lower right corner of the screen to open real-time distribution details of the ore veins.
Well, alrighty then. So we're unlocking all the goodies now. I'm just going to go through here and start clicking all these. So it just keeps on going. And it looks like they haven't actually finished this yet. I haven't read all the patch notes and upcoming everything to figure out what the accelerant Mark 1 is going to be. I assume it's going to boost crafting or something in some machines. I'm not really too sure. There's just a random guess off the top of my head. Let's queue that up. Okay, queue is full. So let's go ahead and check back in here and set up some more power. Okay. More construction drones are always good. Okay, we only get 2 more in there. That's fine. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and go out this way. Oops. I have literally set up entire plants with these things one click at a time. I am so glad they introduced this method. Okay. And we should be able to go ahead and just go out this way now. Okay. Same with this one here. There we go. That'll get us some more power going, and now we're fully satisfying everything. So that's going to keep on crafting away. And I'm probably making more of those than I need. As evidenced by this being totally full, apparently. Yep, that's full. So we got more copper than we need, which is fine. Oh, and we're actually running out of iron over here, it looks like. So we've only got 26,000 left. So we're going to need to find ourselves a new vein. Let's kind of look around, see what we have, even though it is dark out now.
In
There
the
we go.
planet view mode, slide the mouse wheel to enter the star map mode.
So we will have to go over here and start getting the iron from that. And then I will move all the processing over there as well. But for right now, we don't have to worry. There's still some left in here. We'll wait till that's mostly dried out. Because we're still getting all the materials we need and craft it up here. Yep, so that's getting all the materials it needs, right? Yep, so it's got 20 all the way up to the top. And this actually isn't producing enough to fully saturate these. So, what I need to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take the other ones I have, set that up like right here. Alright. Set these up to craft these guys. Two going in that way. And it looks like I can only fit one in that way, unfortunately. But what I can do is that. And then transform on in that way. I need to craft up some more of these. Those crafted up. And that'll start producing all those for me, and then I'll go ahead and route them on over here. So what essentially is probably going to end up happening is I will not have enough production of these guys. Nope, that should be plenty. So essentially it's not transferring out fast enough. I need to make the Mark II sorters. So let's see where we are in that list. Oh, that's creating those now. Once I get the Mark IIs, it's going to make a huge difference of getting all of those taken care of. You can see I've got 20 sitting in there. It stops crafting because it can't output fast enough, essentially. Same with that one. So we're going to go ahead and move this like that. Move it on over here. And we're going to go ahead and do it this way. So we'll have 1, 2, 1, 2, and then if that fills up for any reason, we're going to go ahead and send them in this way as well. See, that's already kind of backing up a little bit now. Oh, and I ran out of those. So let's go and craft up some more. And in order to craft the Mark II, we need these anyway. So it's good to just make a bunch of them at the start. Yep, so that is now fully saturated all the way up to the top, crafting as fast as it can. So one of the things we can do with upgrades is improve our stackability, which essentially means we need the steel and circuit boards. It allows us to stack things higher, which will be the machines we're using now. So we're going to go and queue up that one. I can't do that one yet. Let's see. Fuel and power. Backup flight. So we're going to go ahead and get these going as well. We have the basics being unlocked in the other tree. Oh yeah, so I'll be automated. It's just a matter of just kind of getting to that point there now. Alright, so we're researching that. We're researching these guys here. Thermal power. So the thermal power plant is going to be the next step up for getting enough power in. However, they use resources, which I don't like. So it's going to be kind of us deciding which we want to do first. Alright, there we go. So that's filled up nicely. We can even, now that that is fully saturated, set down some more of these here. And set those to research. And let's go ahead. Oh, there we go. So we got some Mark IIs now going. Oh, actually, let's go and put the Mark II there. Where's the upgrade key? So we can go ahead and upgrade these. Let's upgrade that. Upgrade that. There you go. That's kicking out a bunch more of those now for us. And see, that's also filling up, so let's go ahead and try and upgrade those as well. Yep. And like I was saying, in order to craft up the Mark IIs, we need the Mark Is. Oh, and we also need the electric motors. So let's see. So we're short on those guys. Which, yep, we're definitely going to be short on everything with. Okay. So we'll have to automate the Mark IIs next. Which we should be able to do once we get these fully working. That. And we're running out of power again, too. So the game is a lot about balancing your power generation with your crafting ability. So let's see, let's craft up these guys now. There we go. And it looks like we got plenty of these floating around, so we need to grab these up and let them flow again. So we can use those for crafting other items. And we also need power. What is that? Plasma exciter. Okay. So let's go and find a home for this guy, which could just be right here. There we go. So our power generation right now, we are just barely satisfying it. And barely satisfying it. Yep, so right now we are crafting more of these than we need, and we cannot fully use all of them, which is fine. That means we're just going to kind of stack everything up in there. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do now is just start upgrading all of the sorters. Just one by one going through. And when you upgrade it, it doesn't actually physically upgrade it, it just exchanges it for the higher value one. Which then means I have the lower value ones in there to use to craft the higher ones. We're just going to kind of do that right now. I don't think we could upgrade those. That's weird. Okay, so all those are fully upgraded there. And we come on over here. Oh. And now we gotta actually upgrade those. Okay. So we're gonna be short on these guys, which means we need more iron ingots and gears. Which will come from the iron ingots, so let's go ahead and grab some of those over here. Oh, and I am out of power again. So I'm going to go ahead and use these guys now. You can always craft more of those later without much of an issue. And let's get those going. You can hold F2 to upgrade a whole area. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize you could do that now. So we don't want to do that. Let's go and do one at a time without just having to have in storage. Okay, so that should be good for helping me to upgrade these now. So you said hold F2 and allow you to upgrade the whole area. Oh, there we go. So it's just like a block of upgrade. Okay, that's cool. Oh, so I have to unclick F2 for that. Maybe? Okay, that's weird. Let's see. Shrink cursor. Oh, that's cool. You plus minus, and that just upgrades everything in that area. That's actually pretty cool. So let's see what happens if I do that. And that. Right, lack of item, which is fine. So, craft up more of these guys. I have 17 of those in my inventory. So now we're just short on materials for this. Oh, we need the magnetic coils. Okay. Which we have plenty of right there. Basically now we're getting all the materials we need that are flowing, which is very nice. Don't want to craft more of those. At the moment, I just want to upgrade what I do have in inventory. There we go, that'll work. Gotta get these over here still. Oh, I see. So there's the different linking. Oh, okay, that's cool. I believe I have all of those now. Let's head on over here and upgrade the items over here. There we go, got all those. And how many more of those do I have? One. Okay. So now let's go and get more of those. That's fine if we just craft more of those. We'll need them anyway. So I think the next step is going to be trying to just up our power generation, because we're going to need a lot of that. You know, to see that it's just overflowing at the moment. Alright, so we don't have those items crafted yet. There we go, getting those crafted up nicely now. There we go, everything except for those two is Mark II now. There we go. And that is fine at the moment. We're gonna need to go get the other irons from over there. And that is coal, right? Yep, that is the coal. And there's actually a fair amount of coal over here too, so that's going to be helpful. Okay. Go ahead and just do 10 of these at a time. This is something we'll use plenty of, so again, I'm not worried about actually using them. We do need to get some steel going as well. So while we're waiting for those to craft, we do have these. So I'm going to go on
When being outside of building range, you can hold down the shift key and use the right mouse button to click on the open space to control the mecha to move.
And we're going to go ahead and automate some of these here. 1 and 2, and that's going to go ahead and make us our steel. that, there, you go there. And do I have any more containers left? I do not. Let's grab one of those. There we go. And that's probably going to be too close, but that's fine. There we go. So now we're going to have our steel being crafted. We need 120 of those. I don't know how fast that produces them at. 20 a minute. So we're making 40 a minute. So basically we got 3 minutes to wait for that. Alright. But now we also don't have enough iron being produced. Or iron ingots. Or do we? So we're going to slowly start running out of them, but slowly. So I think we're okay with that for now. And all we're doing right now is just filling up that container, so we're fine there. We don't need to worry about that as much. The question is, should I go ahead and route the raw iron from over there all the way over here, or craft it there and then move the crafted items? And I think for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and have it moved over here. We will need more of these. The mech goes so slow early game. By end of game, you're kind of just running around all over the place. See, yep, plenty of iron over here, so we're good. For a while, let's do that. And this is the game of how much can I get in one shot, or the best angle to get it at. And can I get, so maybe not. I don't want to miss a single one and then just have like one sitting there that never gets used. So gonna go ahead and just put that right there, and then get this one over here. It'll double up a little bit, which means those middle ones will drain really fast. And there we go. All 3 of those are now gonna be pulling ore, which means more than likely we will not be able to actually transfer all that ore fast enough at the moment. And we're going to be moving it over there, roughly. So we're going to go ahead and do, let's see, this, followed by that. You're going to go ahead and come right on out over there. And you're going to go over here as well. Oh geez, I already went through all that power. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves some more material here. If I click correctly, that is. I don't think I can just harvest that. Okay, I might be able to harvest the crude oil. Okay, the crude oil still does not have a resource limit on it, so that's good. I can go ahead and get the oil just put straight into the power plant and go from there. Oh, nope, I cannot harvest directly from that. That's fine. Oh, jeez. I'm definitely low on power. Okay. Let's just stand here so they have less area to travel. Press R can change belt shape when building. Let's see. Oh, there we go. That's handy. Instead of snapping everything, it lets it unsnap and go at an angle. That's handy. That is very handy. Okay, so what we're going to do now is Wait for those to come back. And I might be able to get all 3 with that. There we go. And we're going to see how far over we can get that, which is right there. So let's go ahead and craft up some more of these real quick. Okay, so you cannot shift drag apparently. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. There we go. And we're almost there. And there we go. Got power all the way over there now. All we got to do is set it up so all the ore comes over here as well. And it looks like we can just do it right here. Like, collide with another object. Okay, so it does not like, if we go right there. What's it colliding with? Okay, so basically just angry about how close it is to that. And we have 22,000 left. So what I'll go ahead and do then, instead, is do it this way. Like this. I gotta do this in a very odd manner, but it'll work. And then... Okay. Yep. Grab that. Go all the way over to... Oh, we don't have enough apparently. Collide with another object. Oh, it's colliding with that. Okay. So I can't just go straight over. I gotta go over a little bit that way, which means I'll have to tear that down at some point. Let's fix this over here first. So, let's take that out of there. And then let's go ahead and that out of there. There we go. It'll connect right in over there. And we're out of power again. So what I need is one of these. Can I craft one? I can. So I'm going to craft one of these up real quick. I'm going to drop that right there and just charge my mech this way real quick.
You built a wireless
You can see how
power
fast
plant,
that's going now.
which is suitable with long-distance power transmission caused by its longer connection distance. What's exciting is that it can also charge mecha by using electricity from the grid.
And we're basically using all of our power right now too. But I'm getting power back, which is going to keep me from having to like stop and go slow constantly, so that's fine. Okay, and now come on. Just going to get that started here. And that's more than done by now. I know we have plenty of those. So I'll go over there, grab them out of there, grab the circuit boards, and then we'll get that next research done. Okay, come on. You guys are almost done there. And there. Okay. And going across water is super draining for the mech. So there we go. Alright, just made it. And we're like 2 items short. So let's go ahead and make another 10. Let's get this going like right there. There we go. And now we have plenty of iron being shoved into our system here. And that'll fully populate all 4 of those as well. No problem. Okay, can I craft another one of these? I can. I'm going to craft one of those up. Set one like right over here. That way we can charge up anytime we run by. Oh. Okay, I don't have enough power to power my builder, apparently. There we go. Okay, your power drains really fast. It's unfortunate. Put that right there. And we're going to run towards it. And let our builder build it. Maybe? There we go. And there goes the power. Excellent. As you can see, we are not fully satisfying our system either, so we do have to get that oil up and running. That's a good idea. Just keep one with me and just drop it anytime I need it. That's a smart idea. I'm assuming you've probably played this game quite a bit. I played it... I actually have a little over 200 hours in the game, but I haven't played it in a while, so a lot of stuff has changed since then. Right, let's walk on over here, grab those, and now I need to get some circuit boards. It looks like it's actually using all... Wow, it's actually using them all. Okay. So let's go and craft up another one of those. Nope, we already have one. There we go. Actually, let's do it that way, and then transfer that one over there. Give me those. You played 230 hours? How long ago have you played it? Like, have you played with all the new updates and everything too? I'm assuming you have, because you have a lot of good insight on some of the shortcuts and everything. And a lot of my hours was spent just like letting the game run while I crafted all the matrix cubes as well. Okay, so I'm definitely short on iron ingot, so let's go ahead and fix that. See if I can put another one of those over here. Nope. I will be able to fit it, like, right there. Now, you're going to feed right into there. There we go, and there we go. Alrighty. And then I'll go ahead and start filling up all of our systems again. Okay, so yeah, a lot of yours was like direct play time versus just letting the game run and build up all your resources. Have you ever played, oh geez, what's it called? X3, I think is what they call it. X3 Albion Prelude. if I remember right. It's basically the 4X space game where you start off with like a single ship and you build up an empire with, you know, everything. Up to like crafting actual like super ships and everything. Started playing around April 20th. Okay, yeah, so you've started playing pretty recently then too. I'm going to actually look that up real quick and see what the name of that game is specifically. Because if you like this game, I would really suggest that one. It is an older game now, but it's a lot of fun. So let's see. X3 Albion Prelude. Yep, there we go. So X3 Albion Prelude. It actually has a 9 out of 10 score on Steam, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, if you like this style game, X3 Albion Prelude, it is an older game, but it's heavily modified. You can modify everything about it. And you start off with a single ship in space. And from that single ship, you can choose to be a mercenary, you can choose to be a trader, you can choose to be whatever you want to do, basically. And by the end of the game, you have massive manufacturer yards, you have full-blown wars with other syndicates, essentially. Like, it's actually a lot of fun. And it has its own like little galaxy to travel across too. You automate production by having transport ships run between your different factories. If you need solar panels, they'll pick up the solar panels, or the solar batteries. Pick up the solar batteries from one, bring them to another, or from one place to another to be processed, like all kinds of. It's really awesome. I really suggest looking into it. And I just need to collect a few more of these. And there we go. That'll get that research done. Let's go and see what else we want to research now. Energy circuit, drive engine. We don't have any solar cells. We're not even close to that point. We're not close to those. Let's see. We'll take a look. I'm playing Shapes.io recently. Oh, I don't know which one that is. What is Shapes.io? Let's see what else can we do here. Go back to tech. Make sure we're researching everything that has the blue cubes. Okay, so that'll unlock that one. Let's go ahead and get that unlocked. That. Oh, there we go. Solar panels. That's what I need to get power going too. Oops. There we go. So let's go grab those guys from over here. So it's also a factory game. I'll have to look into that, see what it looks like. Have you also tried out Satisfactory? It's essentially the same as this, just on a single planetary scale. But it's a lot of fun. So I need to be able to make 60 of these guys. Coal. Oh, because it's putting it into... Okay. I can't craft it because it's being used for research purposes, but once I get over that 60 limit, it'll let me start actually crafting those up. And if you're interested, I do have a Discord. It should be linked down below. You can always join there. Not a huge server, but it's enough. There's some cool people in there. We talk about a lot of the different games, movies, anime. Z loves to do all the anime stuff. We also do a lot of food talk. So there's constant posts from like our favorite like food tubers and everything. A lot of tech videos, that kind of stuff we like to post in there. So you're definitely welcome to join and hang out. Alright, there we go. Get the first 10 crafted up. Yeah, Factorio is supposed to be a good one too. I've never touched it, but I've seen a few people play it, and it looks like a lot of fun. So yeah, that's definitely my style of late games. I love building, crafting, all that kind of stuff. I've done a lot of modded Minecraft as well. That is a lot of fun. I mean, it's not a pretty game, obviously, but you throw in a shader pack and everything else, and it kind of brings a whole new life to it as well. But yeah, I like any kind of game that deals with crafting and creativity and all that kind of stuff. As you see, I take a pretty chill approach to the game too. So a lot of my time is just sitting here like manually doing stuff. I have fun doing that too. Alright, so I'm out of power, of course. Toss that in there to get a little bit of power. There we go, that'll give me some more power going here for a bit. And that's crafted up the last of those I'll need for now, and then we'll get some more wood. Next what we're going to do is craft up more of those, just so I can use them for power. There we go. And let's head right over here for some of the wood. There we go, that'll go ahead and get that finished up there. It's also fun, but you did build an automated system for most of your gameplay. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing too. Like the last game I played, I had all my logistics stuff being fully automated. So I had like the Mark III conveyor belts, the Mark III sorters, all that being automated out. It makes life way easier when you just go run over there and grab what you need. Oh, and I have a cat over here joining me now. She is on top of my computer, so I gotta move the cat. So my cat absolutely loves to sit on top of my computer, and if you've ever had a cat before, you know convincing them not to do anything is nearly impossible. So I was playing the other day, and I didn't realize she was on my computer, and then she hit the power button and shut everything off in the middle of the game. So my cat is lovable and also full of mischief. Basically, my cat is Loki. But yeah. Hey, there's an Andrew. How are you doing there, sir? And that looks like a different different name there. I don't think I've seen that one. So how have you been doing, Drew? What have you been up to? What kind of fun you been having? Alright, And there is that one finished. Okay, so we need more coal for that, and magnetic coils. Oh, that gives me more mecha power. Okay, good. So let's just walk right on over here and get some of those. Just have been having myself a chill day, and I don't know if you have seen it, but I did actually get a 3080 Ti, so I felt like I had to do something with it, and this is what I'm doing with it. Gaming and streaming. And it looks like it is really fluid too. Work, and yeah, keep it normal, YouTube name evidently. That's all good. Yeah, I've been doing good. Going to enjoy this 4th of July weekend. It's going to be fantastic. We got a whole slew of things planned. Woke up today with a migraine, managed to kind of beat that back, thankfully. So this is what I'm doing with the rest of my day, is just kind of gaming and chilling. But I gotta say, this 3080 Ti, oh wow. I can literally play all my games in 4K with minimum 60 FPS. It's not something I expected. I was playing Cyberpunk the other day, and I had Cyberpunk at 4K, ultra settings, with ultra ray tracing, and depending on the scene, I was pulling between 60 and 75 FPS still, and it was blowing my mind. I don't care too much about ray tracing. I also don't want to like use all the power required to push that kind of power. So I turned it down to turned off ray tracing and whatnot, and just set it to max at 60 FPS. But I mean, the card right now, it's running 62C, and that's it. I'm playing the game at 1440p currently while streaming 1080. It's amazing. I may be missing a kidney or a couple credit cards now, but I actually got it close to MSRP. Not MSRP, unfortunately, but close to it. I found it at an online retailer, not a scalper, which I was absolutely amazed there was any of it, and it's the exact cost. Okay, so I have all the coal I need now. Let's go ahead and go pick up some of those magnetic coils. Oh, I need more speed for my mech, it's so slow. Once I get some of the basics done here, I'm going to work on getting the mech upgraded so I can actually move around quicker. So it looks like we're actually using all those still. Jeez, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just start stealing all of these guys because I already have enough of the matrices crafted up. So it's fine if they kind of go dry there for a little bit. I need to up the crafting for that too. Actually, that's why... Yep, I definitely need to up the crafting on those. I'm going to actually swap this one to craft me those, and I'm going to go ahead and kick out that, and you need the rings. Oh, I don't have the rings over, they're going the opposite direction, so that is not going to work. Alright, we're going to continue making those. I'll get more crafted here at some point. So what games have you been playing, Drew? Other than the game of work? Alright, there we go. I have all the materials I need for that upgrade. And we're good. I got plenty of those guys. That's awesome. And that's nice. I'm back to 2, so we're gonna be good. Currently clicking around on Nilla Minecraft, not really gaming a whole bunch though, to be honest. Been enjoying Drake Hollow with Kyle. What's Drake Hollow? I haven't heard of that one. And my cat just jumped on top of my computer again, and she's giving me a look. Cat, why do you do this to me? That's the problem with the cats. They are so cute, and they know it, and they just do whatever they want and think they can get away with it. And usually they do. Alright, we have almost finished up with this research here. We'll be able to kick off our next one soon. If you hear stuff getting knocked over, the cat is doing exploring. Cat, why? Can confirm, yes, cats do their thing any way they want to do it. Oh, I can now fly. Move speed is 150% in the flying mode. Double press the space key to lift off. So that needs lots of power, but I can now fly.
You have received the ability to fly.
Yes, I was just telling them that.
Double-click the space key to lift off, and then use the arrow keys to control mecha movement. The moving speed will increase by 150%, with more energy consumed under flight mode. Pressing the Alt key can return the mecha to the ground during the flight.
I don't think I can actually space travel yet, but I think I can just fly. You can hear them like crafting away in there, that's kind of cool. Alright, this next one will be done here in a moment. Each one of these is doing 60 hashes a second. I don't know how that works out specifically with these guys, but it does. And right now I'm going to go ahead and regain my power by standing underneath the charger. And, oh, why are you flashing like that? Please don't. Okay, so that's saying that's going to be done in about a minute. It's flashing horribly, probably because we are low on power. Yeah, because I am basically using it all to charge. Alright, satisfaction is good. And if you look at that again, now it has dropped down to 46 seconds because I'm no longer using all the power. So the next step, once I get the solar panels, is I'm going to go ahead and make a ring around the planet. That way there's always power coming in, which means a lot of resources needed to actually craft all those. I don't know how many it's going to be, but it's going to be a lot. Alright, 20 more of these, which means about 17 seconds. Other than this, I have actually been playing some Final Fantasy XIV. I am level 55 on my Samurai, and that's my highest one at the moment. I've been playing that, I've been playing this, and I am replaying Final Fantasy VII Remake. And going to get the second, what do you call it? Chapter? I don't know if it's chapter, whatever they're calling it. The second of the remake series. I'll be getting that as soon as I'm done with the first remake. So the other thing I need to look at now is crafting up these guys, and that needs hydrogen and it needs the graphite. Which means I'm going to have to start looking into oil production, because the oil is where I get a lot of the hydrogen from. But I'm not going to worry about that too much at the moment. What I am going to do is walk right on over here and grab these and help speed up the process. because it'll use my research as well as research of these guys. I take that back. It is... Oh, lack of matrix. Oh. Oh, that is why that's slowing down. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of that for now. That way they all go to this. There we go. Gotta fill that up nicely. I have some of those in there. It's saying we need 2 minutes to finish researching. Alright. Maybe more. Good game. Left off with a white mage around level 55 as well. Haven't played it in a couple months. Not gaming much again. Oh, well, you know, if you want to kick it off again, let me know. I mean, I will gladly go and do some dungeons and whatnot. And level and quests and all that. I think someone was telling me that you can do the cross-server stuff. So if we can do that, then we can definitely do some gaming. Who was telling me that? Someone was telling me that recently, and I don't remember who. There's a few people I know who play Final Fantasy XIV, so they've all been trying to push me to play more. Alright, we're almost done with this guy here. What I want to do right now is work on getting the oil stuff up and running. Oil extractor. Alright, so I need to get some stone bricks. I need to find some stone for that. Let's see what we have over here. We'll fly, just because we can. Oh, that's really not very fast. Okay. Let's grab these guys. Right, and then we'll work on crafting one of these guys up. And we need oil refinery. That means we need these guys. Okay, so that's going to be a lot more stone as well to craft all that up. Not feeling MMOs too much right now. Yeah, I hear you. I don't play it so much as an MMO. I play it a lot more single player based, which is kind of pointless for an MMO. I just go in there, I enjoy it, mess around every once in a while, playing and doing the crafting stuff in there and everything. It's enjoyable. It's just a little pastime. Mostly survival crafter, buildy dork yourself. And yes, definitely. We're talking about some games earlier, and I don't know if I've ever talked to you about it, but X3 Albion Prelude, and I don't believe it's a multiplayer game, but it's essentially you start off with a ship in space. You can choose to be a you can choose to either be, you know, like a merchant. You can be anything space-wise, like a merchant, a pirate.
This is a planet without anything. Natural silicone veins.
Oh.
However, you can still obtain some by smelting stone ore. While you still need a massive silicone collection,
I do need
you
silicone.
need to find a planet rich with silicone veins as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can be a merchant, you can be a merc, you can be part of the actual military in there. There's a bunch of different factions. Like it's a lot of fun, and you build up like actual systems. I explained it earlier a lot better, but you can build up your own factories that build your own resources that you can sell to other people. You get freighters that move back and forth between different factories to resupply them so they can continue crafting, or supply them with power so they can actually do the crafting. All sorts of good stuff. It's a lot of fun. It is an older game, but it's also very heavily modifiable as well. And now this is going to be the part where... Okay, if you double click, it opens that up. Let's craft up 2 of those. And... oh, there we go. There's my oil extractor. It's not going to fit there because there is that in the way. So we'll end up having to move that over a little bit to be able to finish crafting that up. So what I'm going to do is take this, let that go ahead and filter on out a little bit there. Okay. Wrapped up this guy here. And there we go. Right on around that. And I'm out of power again. So let's see what I have in here to use. I have some coal. Toss that in there and get some power. Steam inventory? Ooh, what does I have in Steam inventory? I will have to look. I'm actually just about finished with streaming for the day as well. We're going just short of 2 hours now. And I've gotten a good portion done here. What I really need to work on, just going to finish that up, is... Oh yeah, I need to get some silicone. So I probably need to go to one of the planets in the system to get some silicone. So I think that's probably where I'm going to stop the stream for today. I'm going to work on just putting down a whole bunch of solar panels and going to the next planet, getting a bunch of silicone so I can craft the solar panels. And then probably kicking this off again here sometime this weekend or next week. I'll be going between this game, probably a couple other games, just kind of mix it up a little bit. But hey everyone, thanks for coming, thanks for hanging out. I wasn't expecting much of a turnout for first time streaming in months, but it was cool to have, you know, a fair mixture of people here. So thanks for coming, thanks for hanging out, and I'll definitely be getting a lot more streams going now that I have, you know, the new card that is begging me to do stuff with it. Until then, you know, this is GamerTrem. I'm signing out. Y'all have yourselves a fantastic 4th of July weekend, and be safe.